Hello and welcome to Let's Talk, the special design edition. In this edition, we take you through the creative journeys of architects, interior designers, content creators, and entrepreneurs. Today I have with me Ravi Vazirani, whom I've been stalking on Instagram for a long time. Hello Ravi, welcome to Let's Talk. I just discovered that we're neighbors.
How did you do that?
Yeah, like I stalked you. It was quite easy. Ravi, describe yourself in 3 words.
Sweet, grumpy, which is quite the yes. Sweet, grumpy, and creative.
Creative, yeah. Okay, that's you. But how would your mom describe you?
Oh, my mom thinks I'm a rock star.
Really?
At least when she's talking to her
You're not like
friends.
the bad kid or the naughty kid, or no?
I mean, you know how mothers are. On the face, they'll always tell you that you're such a
On
disappointment.
the face and on WhatsApp groups.
Yeah, that you're such a disappointment. But like behind your back, like
they
they'll
all
only say
gaga
good
about-
things.
Yeah. That's
So it
true.
depends on who she's talking to, actually.
So let's talk about humble beginnings. We all start small, most of us. I would like to know your journey.
What about my journey? As in,
Your
how did
design
I get
journey.
into design?
Yeah.
So I haven't studied design.
Oh.
I have done my master's in marketing, and I always wanted to be an interior designer.
Wow.
And my first studio was in the spare bedroom of my parents' house.
Wow.
And my first assistant used to sit on a rollaway mattress in the room opposite my rack full of shoes. I had a bit of a shoe obsession then. And so, yes, that's what humble beginnings are like.
Wow.
And that was 8 years ago.
And cut to now when you're designing spaces for others. So how did you begin? What was your first project like?
Oh, I think my first project would be my parents' house when I was 17 years old.
17.
But I don't think that counts because, it was my parents' house.
Yeah, but
and
then that's when you got into probably
that's
that
when I
turning
realized
moment.
that
Yeah.
I was interested in design.
In design.
So for the first few years of my life, till I finally got into design, I used to do these projects for like friends and family, and they would give me things in return because there was no monetary commitment there, and I'd get a phone or a camera or things like that.
Things you actually needed probably
Not really.
back then.
I
No?
mean, but it was always
It's
nice
nice
to
to
get.
get
It was always
gifts.
nice to get things.
What was your favorite pastime growing up, and how do you like to spend your time?
No, I was a daydreamer.
Daydreamer.
Yeah, I still am. Yeah.
Interesting. Who have been your biggest role models and influencers, professionally and personally?
Personally, well, I think my family, my dad, my mom, my sis. My sister's 8 years older than I am. So yeah, all three of them in their own capacity. And professionally, I think anybody who can handle their shit and not lose it.
Clearly pointed at me. Like, don't lose your shit. What was the most prized accomplishment?
There are several. Starting my own studio, moving out of home,
Now I know he's single and he doesn't live with his parents. Okay. And he's my neighbor, so yeah.
hiring my first assistant,
Where do you
getting
hire people
projects. Sorry?
from? Like, where do you connect with people? Since you're not super active on social media.
Says who? I'm not super active on social media. I just don't respond to messages on social media. But that doesn't mean that I don't know that people are messaging me on social media.
Oh.
Yeah.
So you know people are messaging
Of
and you
course.
choose to ignore them.
Yeah.
You didn't ignore me. You did actually, but then life had its own way of connecting us.
It did.
Let's talk about life as it is right now. What are the parts of your job that you don't like doing?
Oh, everything. People telling me how to spend their money. I mean, hello.
Right. Yeah, nosy clients are the most difficult to deal with.
No,
But then
I
all
think-
of them are, right?
I think my clients are quite nice.
You're sweet.
You're
You're lucky.
Yeah, I am.
Yeah. You are. Or maybe you choose the right people.
No, I'm just lucky.
Yeah. Okay. So what has success allowed you to do in terms of opportunities that you wouldn't have received otherwise?
Travel, build the life that I want to live.
Yeah.
help people in whatever way that I can.
Right.
And I think success is subjective, right? I mean,
It is.
I mean,
It is.
at different points in your life, you are wanting different things.
Right. So let's come to what is success to you.
On a good day, or rather on a bad day, just getting through the day without losing my shit is success to me.
Wow.
On a good day, I'm very work driven. I'm driven by the work that I do, and a happy client, good feedback is probably one of the most is what I would think is parameters for success. But that really changes.
Where do you feel you get your best work done?
Where do I get my best work
where
done?
you're most productive and creative.
In my cabin and in my bedroom at home.
Yeah, all of us are creative in our bedrooms, I hope. I hope.
The two places where no one can come in without checking with me if it's okay to come in.
Ah. What makes you blush?
Nothing.
Nothing?
Nothing. Try.
No. I wish I could.
See, you're blushing. So the question.
What do you love about being you?
Oh, okay, that's an interesting one. What do I love about being me? I like myself, but there is nothing that I particularly love about myself.
Maybe the person that you are.
Okay, so that's my answer.
Say it. You have to say it.
The person that I am. That's tacky.
Okay, what makes you smile?
Good food.
And?
My dog.
Oh, it's cute. We'll put a picture of him and you like that in the inset. What drives you and motivates you on bad days?
The thought that I can run behind people with a hammer and threaten to kill them.
Wow. Lovely. I get the vibe. I'm sorry I kept you waiting for an hour. Let's move on to the fun part of it.
There is a fun part.
I like to call this segment, if not this, then that. It's my own version of the rapid fire, so you have to be a little quick.
So you're inspired by Karan Johar.
No. Then I would have called this show Coffee with Ritika, na?
Coffee mugs.
Water with Ritika. Let's stick to that. I should have actually done wine with Ritika, but okay. If you could be anyone other than yourself, what would you like to be? Or
A dog.
who would you like to be?
A dog.
Okay. Yeah, why?
Why would I like to be a dog?
Because you
Because they have the most awesome lives ever.
I agree. Yeah. They give unconditional love and receive that.
I mean, they don't always receive unconditional love.
If you were not doing what you're doing today, then what career would you like to pursue?
I mean, I've already been on the other side and been miserable.
Yeah.
I think I'd be a travel writer.
Oh, that's a good one. If you were not human, then what would you like to be?
A dog? I literally just answered that.
Oh God. If you were not working, then what would you like to be doing instead?
Holidaying.
Traveling. You love traveling. That inspires you also?
I love holidaying.
You love, so this
Travel also, you also travel for work. I don't particularly love that.
Vacations.
Holidaying, yes.
Holidays. Stick to holidaying. If you were not living in this time period, what time period would you like to live in?
The 1950s.
50s?
It was just nicer.
Nicer in what terms?
I don't know, it just
Less
seemed
traffic?
cooler. Everything.
Okay. Alright. If you were not in India currently, where would you like to live?
Somewhere in Europe, somewhere in Australia. Either of the two places.
If you didn't know how old you actually are, then what age would you say you are?
I would say that I am in my 20s. People would say I'm in my late 60s.
Yeah, I can totally agree to that one. So, you did great.
Oh, thank you.
And you're not getting a hamper for this?
Really?
No.
There's no tacky hamper coming my way?
No tacky hampers.
Do I get to take one of the cushions home?
You love them. I know you love them. You can. So, let's talk about what's next. If I were your fairy godmother and I could grant you a wish, what would it be?
To not put on any weight.
Really? I want the same
That's
one.
the only thing I need a fairy godmother
like,
for.
TK if I don't lose, but yeah. Yeah. But are you doing anything?
About that?
Yeah,
I'm trying.
To like.
What am I doing? I work out, I do yoga, I try and eat right.
Eat right. That's where I'm failing. What are some personal and professional goals you would like to achieve in the coming years?
Personally, I would like to be more calmer.
I think you're quite calm. Like
Yeah,
you've
try
achieved
seeing me.
semi-zen mode.
Try seeing me at work, and try asking my office how calm I am, especially when I'm not fed.
Oh shit! That's one thing we have in common.
And
Kukar kutta isko khana khilao. Sorry.
professionally, I think just do nicer work that I'm happy to, have
What is
produced.
nicer work?
Work that I'm happy to produce, or rather work that, sometimes you look back at a project and you're like, how could I have done this?
Right. So what is your style of design?
Have you not stalked me enough?
But people need to know.
If I was to ask
Like-
you, what do you think my style
No,
of design
I'm not
is, Ritika?
answering that one.
What is
You
my?
have
I
to.
think it's continuously evolving. I'm surprised at how minimal it has gotten. That I like creating spaces which sort of have a sense of calm, which have a sense of ease, understated. Combination of industrial elements and vintage elements, which is there is no
it's a
style.
good mixture of-
It's always evolving.
So what would your dream project be?
I've had a few dream projects. I've been lucky.
Wow. You've been really lucky.
Yes, I have. But I think I'd like to design a hotel.
A hotel?
I'd love that.
What's that one thing you would like to learn and try? A new thing.
Probably want to learn a new language.
You're the fourth person who wants
It is a cliched answer.
Yeah,
it's an easy to go to
yeah,
answer.
TK, one more language.
I
Help
would
me
like-
connect with more people, but
No, definitely not.
So then why? Because you're not a people's person.
Yeah, but I like to
Quote
travel.
unquote, he's not a people's person.
I like to travel, and it's easy. It's nice.
So what's your next destination?
I want to do Japan. I haven't done Japan yet. I want to do Seoul. I want to do, funnily enough, I haven't done Sri Lanka yet. I want to do Sri Lanka.
Why does everyone, like my dad is hounding me. He's like, come, we want to go to Sri Lanka. What is
Does he
what
want
is
to
the
take me
spec?
as well?
Yeah, he can.
Perfect.
I
So,
could like just put you guys in touch and then you guys go. I don't want to go to Sri Lanka. What is
lovely.
so amazing about Sri Lanka? Why Sri Lanka?
Sri Lanka's sorted. Why
Why
Sri
Sri
Lanka?
Lanka?
I don't know. It seems like, I like Jeffrey Baba. I like his style of work. I like
the
his
work. You
architecture.
go to Kerala or Pondicherry. There are a couple of.
But that does not mean I don't want to go to Sri Lanka, right?
Yeah. Okay, fine. I give you Sri Lanka. Huh.
I want to go to Prague. I want to go
Prague
to...
is on my list. Yeah.
I want to go
Are you
to...
looking for co-travelers?
I don't like traveling with people.
Oh shit. So I'm going to ask you a few uncomfortable questions.
Go on.
35 and single. How does
36 and
that?
single.
36 and single. How does that feel?
Amazing.
Yeah.
Yes.
When was the last time you were dating?
A few years ago.
Few years ago, and then you've been single, like single for the last couple of years.
Yes.
Who's the last person you stalked on Instagram?
Who's the last person I stalked on Instagram? Maybe someone I dated.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You stalk
Doesn't
your
everybody?
exes?
Doesn't
No,
everybody?
I don't stalk my exes.
No?
No.
You're
I
sorted
blocked
then.
them. I blocked them. I stalk new people. Like, what's the point of crying over spilt milk?
Who's crying?
No, you should stalk.
You could look
should
at them and go
stalk-
like,
should-
haha, look
you
where
should
you
stalk-
are, look where I am.
See how
Says who?
How,
Says who?
How
That there is
self-absorbed can you be?
But how is that self-absorbed?
How can you what if they're doing better?
So good for them. That's just because they're doing better doesn't mean I'm not doing good.
Yeah.
I don't need someone else to be doing bad for me
But
to
yeah,
be
I
doing
do
good.
stalk my ex. Like, it's just that it pops up and I'm not blocked him. So. Yeah.
I'm sure just like how everybody else pops up and you just have to like stalk them.
And it was fun stalking you though.
Thank you.
Yeah. Like with your cute dog and all the ladies in your life. I've only seen you around women. Funny thing.
You kind of make it sound like it's a bad thing.
No, it's a nice thing, but like, are you more pally with girls?
As in, do I have
I mean, like, say if you have 10 friends, what's the proportion of girls and boys?
I haven't done the ratio ever. Like, I haven't sat down and I was like, okay,
I can say it's 8:2.
two? Who are the 8 women?
I don't know, like too many women, like I can't go to every profile and stalk, like, but that is
I'm
usually all
sure
these
you've
girls.
done it.
No.
I mean, come
How
on.
did I went confused because I went to one of her live shows and I really liked her.
Is she annoying?
No, I went to a live show. I don't know
You can
her.
say it.
No, no, I really liked her vibe.
did?
Because I went for a live show and she was so like She kind of inspired me. No, she
Did she?
inspired me. And that was a game show, so she was being a little fake and peppy, but yeah, kind of inspired.
I'll let her know your thoughts.
Sorry, please.
And I'll give her your number.
No.
I mean,
Okay, maybe, yeah, I would love to have her.
That's a real compliment.
No,
fake
I would
and peppy.
I would I would love to do a Let's Talk with her, but who would you most likely want to do a Let's Talk session with?
I would hate to be sitting in front on a couch and being forced to talk to anybody, so definitely nobody. Maybe Yoda. I would love to know what he thinks about life.
But he cannot talk.
Which is why that would be the ideal scenario. Imagine if he could talk and he could actually give me feedback.
Yeah, we could just do like subtitles of what he's thinking and it could be a great episode, yeah. You should have got him here.
Did you ask me to?
I'm so sorry, I'm missing him now. Because he's always there on your Instagram and not here, so. Since this show is called Let's Talk, what is that one topic you feel people should be talking more about?
I think currently the relevant topic is the Me Too scenario.
Yeah.
And it's...
Yeah, but people are talking about it already. What's your stand on it?
I think it's important. I think it needs to change, this whole approach.
Misogyny?
Yes, everything, I mean, no one should have to go through the things that you hear people are going through.
Yeah, but don't you think it has been blown out of proportion at the moment?
But I mean, only when things are that repressed that, the reaction is so strong, right?
So it's like a volcanic eruption.
It is like a volcanic eruption, and of course it's hard to sort of judge and it's hard to sort of tell who's on the right and who's on the wrong.
Yeah.
And there is some gray area.
So have you had any experience?
Have I ever been
on either side?
I most definitely hope I am not on the wrong side of it. And no, I think as a guy, it's a privilege that you're also not on the chances that you're on the receiving side are also a lot lesser.
Yeah, that's a sad fact.
Which is the sad fact that it's a privilege.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be.
It shouldn't be. It was great having you on this show, Ravi. Thank you for joining us. This show is being powered by Instituto Marangoni, who always believes in supporting talent. I would like to thank Indifolio for co-curating this show with me, and a huge thanks to the A Club for providing me with this beautiful.
Hello, I thought you were going to thank me. Hello.
No, I thanked you already 3 times, yeah. On
You
camera.
thank you will not kill you.
Yeah. I'll thank him again. And a huge thank you for Ravi,
For
to
that.
Ravi. Sorry, so fake now.
I'm not a commodity.